Hello everyone, so today we are going to see the Spring Boot how can we use postForEntity method of REST template. So here we will create producer app and consumer app. So producer app will having this employee control, in that we will have this at that post mapping, and this will it will take the employee object and it will return this response entity of a employee. And after that, to consume this, what we'll do, we'll create one consumer application by using REST template. How I can call this, let us see. So here I have already created one producer application. Here you have to add this Spring Web and Lombok dependency. If I minimize this, here we go, Lombok you have to add, and as well as Spring Web you have to add these two dependency. Then you have to add this employee class. On that, to create a get translator and constructor, we have to annotate this annotation. Then you have to create a controller. Inside that, let me take that method. So in order to save this employee, we'll create one post method, that is this one. Copy this, go here, paste here, Control Shift O, import this, Control Shift F, format this, and here we go. Save employee, take the employee, then we'll whatever employee we will have, that is we'll return. Here we'll having post mapping. Let's save this. Next we'll create consumer application. So to consume this save method using a REST template, go here. Here also add these two dependencies, web and Lombok. Create one entity inside this package, employee, same as we have in a producer. Then you have to create one employee test runner, which will be implementing command line runner, so that after application running, this method will get executed. Now here we will be writing a logic to call that post method. So if I go here, employee this one, application.property, and one more thing, the producer app will run on the port 8081. So inside consumer, as we have seen, entity will be there, runner will be there like this, employee will be like this, then employee test runner. So inside this we'll write a logic by using a REST template, how we can call that post method. First thing first is this URL. Let me copy this, go here, paste here. So this will be the URL, string URL, and this is the port number of this producer application. This employee, save. Let me go to the controller. Here we can see employee, then save. So this is like that, string URL. Now next thing is, so for the post entity, what you have to do is, inside postForEntity you have to give URL, then this HTTP entity, then this model class, employee.class entity name. So first of all, we have to create this header. So here after string URL, we will create this HTTP header object. Let's save this. So in order to save this, like in the employee control, we will be passing this employee, so that data will be passing in the JSON format. So that's why in the header I have set content type as media type dot this one, media type of application.json. Now if I go here back, then this will be the our JSON. If I go here and I will paste, so ID will be 101, name will be Sam. Let's save this. So this is our body that we are going to pass to that post method. Now next one, we have to create an object of HTTP entity. Inside we have to pass this body as well as header. Let me copy this, go here, paste here, Control Shift O for importing, Control Shift F for formatting. So HTTP entity represent an HTTP request or response entity consisting of header and body. So this is a header, HTTP header, this is a body, right? Then next thing will be, now create a REST template object, copy this, go here, Control Shift O for importing this, Control Shift F. After that REST template will go here and we have to make a HTTP call. So HTTP call, that is REST template method postForEntity. We have to use URL, then HTTP entity, and what will be the, like, inside this response type we have this employee that we have to give here. So let me copy this, go here, paste here, Control Shift O, Control Shift F. So this REST template postForEntity method URL will be like this, then inside entity we'll have the request body like this and the header. Next, as here we have employee, we have to use there here as well. So this postForEntity, it will create a new resource by posting the given object to the URI template and return the response as a response entity. URI template variable are expected using the given URI variable, if any. So the request parameter can be HTTP entity in order to add the additional HTTP headers to the request. The body of the entity or request itself can be multi-value map. So here we can read this. Now here we'll print response dot body. So we'll get this EMP. So now first we'll run this producer application. Right click on this, run as Spring Boot app. It is running on the port number 8081. Now we have to consume this. We have created this employee test runner implementing command line runner. So as soon as we'll run this application, this method will execute. Inside that we'll have this URL. So it will be calling this employee save. We'll create here header, then we have body, then HTTP entity, then we have created REST template. Inside REST template postForEntity, then we have to give URL, entity, and employee.class. We'll print the response.body. So what we should get is the body of the response, that is nothing but this body. So if I right click on this, run as Spring Boot app, here we go, ID 101 Sam. If I change here 102 John, now we should get 102 John. Let me stop this consumer application. So this is a consumer application. Stop this. If I right click on this, run as Spring Boot app, we should get 102 John, right? So this is a way you can use postForEntity of REST template. You have to create first whatever JSON data you are passing, then after that you have to create a HTTP entity. Inside entity give the body and header, then execute this. So if you like this video, you can hit like button and subscribe to our channel.